If you're seeing this on June 16th or 17th, this message is for you. Your angels have been waiting for you to slow down and be ready for this message. And right now, they feel you're finally ready for it. So let's go ahead and we're going to get into it. What are you being drawn to right now? They're calling you to something, but there's some healing that you need to do. Let's find out what do angels want you to know right now? What is this that they want you to know? They want you to surrender and release, to bring yourself into some truth and integrity. You got to be honest with yourself. And remember, integrity is what you do when nobody's watching. What do you need to be honest with yourself about? I think something that I'm getting is be honest with yourself about what you are needing to release. And maybe even stop trying to just work on controlling things and surrendering your energy. It's going to help you tap more into this truth and integrity. What is ready to be released or healed? Oh, wow. Okay. So there's a lot of signs about balance coming through your dreams. And I think you're an idea surrounding enchantment. Something that is ready for you to heal right now is, I think, the childlike sense of wonder. But you're being shown signs of creating balance in your life. And that is what I think you're needing to surrender and release, is your control for balance. And I feel like you're getting a lot of signs through your dreams. Something's tickling me. You're getting a lot of signs through your dreams. And what I am hearing with this enchantment card here is that by working with your inner child in general, like maybe like the playfulness of your inner child is going to help you with this balance. Can I get more clarity on this enchantment card, spirits? This one also I'll put that out here. I think you need to trust your inner child. Trust the signs. Accept yourself. Playfulness. What did I literally just said? What did I literally just say? Oh my goodness. Okay. What did I just said? Playfulness. What did I just say here? Trust yourself. Okay, I think accepting your inner child, accepting yourself, accepting the playfulness of your own inner child is going to help you heal and release. You need to trust yourself. Trust your own intuition. Stop second guessing yourself. I also am hearing that pay attention to the way in which you were taken care of as a child and lack thereof, and think about the ways in which that shows up in the way that you accept yourself right now. Does it limit you in accepting yourself? Does it cause you to accept yourself a little bit more than you should? And like enabling yourself. We can gaslight ourselves in different ways too. Pay attention to Pay attention to your dreams. And if you're someone who's like, oh, I don't dream, and you don't resonate with that part, what I'm hearing really is not even dreamlike state. For some of you, pay attention to the dreams that your inner child had. The childlike dreams that you had. You know, when we're kids, we're like, oh, I want to be a unicorn when I grow up. Literally, a unicorn's on here. I want to be a unicorn when I grow up. That's childlike wonder. What is that almost, you know, that naive sense that children have where they do something and you look back on, you know, maybe there's something that you did as a kid and you look back on and you're like, I would not do that as an adult. Like, for example, when I was a teenager, I would go out and I wouldn't be as scared. I would walk alone late at night and I was like, oh, I don't care. But now as an adult woman, I'm like, no, I am so lucky that I am still alive right now. I am so lucky that I'm still alive right now. Not smart, you know? So like there's little things that we are doing that we would do as a kid. Maybe that wasn't quite the best example right now, but again, I was still fine. I ended up okay, and going out, now I know how to go out and do things in a way that protects myself. What are things that you're doing right now that are like that? What are things that you're doing right now that maybe because you're not accepting yourself, that you may look back on, and you're not going to know this right now, but maybe you're going to look back on it and think to yourself, wow, being a little naive. But you're getting signs about it. You're getting some signs. You got to learn to trust yourself. Trust yourself. What would blossom as a result of this self-acceptance and learning how to trust yourself? Okay. Well, we have ideas and inspiration right here. That's always lovely. Ideas and inspiration for your life, for how you're going to create your life, for how you're going to live about yourself, how you're going to express yourself, and how you're going to move forward in the way of who you are. You're going to find some miracles and some romance by retreating away from this old version of yourself. I think this is what you're being called to release, is almost release this person. You know, as children, we have so many ideas, so many things. We literally see the world in a more colorful light. That as an adult, we start to lose that color, both in our eyes and in our mind. And we have to bring that light back to our mind at least, or we're not going to really find it again. The world will just continue to slowly but surely lose its color. And don't lose your color. Find your inner child. It's going to bring you to I don't know if this romance is like, I don't know. Can I get more? Actually, spirits, can I get more on this romance card? Because that's fun. Is this going to be like a self-love? What is this going to be? Because we got self-acceptance already. Can I get more on this romance? Okay, we're going to take all three of those. Music. So either if you make music, you're probably going to be making some romantic music or music that people love. That sounds like fun. I love how music and harmony come out together. There's a lot of harmonies in music. Maybe you're going to be creating a musical harmony that people really love. Or maybe you're going to be finding a romance that's harmonized in a way that feels like it's a song. And we do have new love. So this is definitely going to be a new love. But again, even if you do, like if you even make music, a new love a new song that people love, you know? That's so cute. Honestly, tap into your inner child. That's what spirits are calling you to do. Your inner child is calling you. Yeah, your inner child is calling you here. Accept yourself. Trust yourself. Have fun. Your inner child, you literally have both of the two have fun cards. Find your childlike sense of wonder, your childlike sense of play. You have miracles on their way that'll bring you ideas and inspiration, some romance, and a whole renewal. You'll be in a... I want to get more clarity on this retreat card. Okay. I feel like I also should read the... Okay. Whoa. I feel like you're going exactly where you need to be. There's just a little bit more of a grasp that you're holding on to something and you're not living in your full truth and integrity. You're not living in your full truth and integrity. I feel like you have something that you would like need to say to somebody, or something that you need to say to yourself. But there's a truth here that needs to be expressed, and it's like my leg is literally like starting to shake right now. I don't have anxiety. I'm cool right now. But I'm getting like anxiety as I'm like tapping into your energy, like my leg is shaking. There's something that you are trying to grasp control over, but the truth is the truth. You can't change it. Just release. Surrender this control and release yourself into the truth. Live with integrity. Integrity is what you do when nobody's watching. Who are you? What are you telling yourself when you look in the mirror? What are you telling yourself when you look in the mirror? What are you telling yourself to other people? What are you telling to other people about yourself? Are you having the same conversations with other people that you have with yourself? And something here also to know, it's very, very hard for you to be honest with other people if you're not first being honest with yourself. That is the way to be real with others, is to first be real with yourself. So if you're not first being real with yourself, it's going to be really hard. But if you work through this, if you release this need of control, this like, I have to, like, you can't control the truth. The truth is the truth. You can control your opinions. That's why we have two different definitions for opinions and facts. You can't change the truth. The truth is the truth. That's what I feel like spirits are just like telling me to keep repeating that to you. You can't change the truth. Stop trying to fight your truth. You've been shown your truth. You see your truth. Stop fighting it. Why? That's literally what spirits are asking me or telling me to ask you, is why? Because you're being led down the path that's the life that is going, that you're to your higher self, and you're fighting it. You need to trust yourself. You've been getting all of these signs. You're finding you're slowly healing your way through balance. Heal your way through balance. Balance your thoughts. Trust in yourself. Believe in yourself. But you have an injured inner child here. I feel like for some of you, this is what I'm getting right now. Some of you literally weren't allowed to be playful children. While other kids were going to the playground, I hear you were going to work. Somewhere. Whether that's like to go do homework, like your parents were that type of like, have to do homework in order for you to go play, and then by the time you were done with homework, they're like, well, you gotta go do chores, then you go do chores, and then by the time you're done with homework and chores, oh, well, it's dinner time. You can't go outside, it's too late. You can't go play, it's too late. No, we gotta start getting ready for bed. whatever it may be, or like your family business or something, or just like I'm hearing chores, working, or like you had to go sit at your parents' work because they couldn't afford a babysitter. I don't know. I'm just hearing like for some of you, you really just weren't allowed to even be that playful kid. You didn't even really like, you weren't really allowed to have that full enchantment within being a child, and that's okay. You know, it sucks. It really, really does suck because as an adult, you can't really like be a kid again. But at the same time, you can be a kid again. You can sit down with your inner child and you can do that thing, you know? We have Disney adults in some definition ways. They are adults, a lot of them, not all of them, of course, but there's a lot, and this is just an example, who are Disney adults for the simple reason that they are literally healing their inner child. They're allowing their inner child to continue living. So why can't you? Why can't you? Why can't you? There's no continuation of that question. Just why can't you? Maybe love yourself. Maybe that's the ending of that question. Why can't you love yourself? Okay? Yes, there is a romance down the line, but who's to say that romance and that new love and that harmony that you feel is not with you? It doesn't have to be with another person. I'm hearing for some of you, that is the love that you need to find. If you are on this level of like, oh, I'm not worthy, or you got all super giddy when I mentioned the romance part because you feel like that's going to be giving you the validation that you need. No, this is what you need to be doing. This is what you need to be doing. And once you get through this, you may be that new love. You may be in the place where you don't even want the other person. I'm hearing that for some of you. Some of you guys, this is romance, connection. You've been on this work for a minute, but some of you, you've also been fighting this for a minute. So stop. Love is on the horizon. There's also, when you come into this new level of love, when you come into this level of self-acceptance, there is a fair warning for some of you. You are going to be called to retreat from certain friendships. There are some friendships that you are going to be called to let go of, but that's okay, because I feel what I'm getting like you right now in this current state of listening to this would not be able to handle losing this friendship, letting go of this friendship, where I almost feel like in the back of your mind, in your subconscious, you know exactly who I'm talking about right now. I am getting goosebumps as I say that. You know exactly who I am talking about, who you're going to have to let go of, but you're not ready yet. And that's okay. That's okay, because you need to surrender and release first and live with the deeper truth and integrity and accept yourself, because you're not going to be able to properly retreat from this friendship. I am getting full goosebumps. I don't even know if the camera will pick it up. You will not be able to fully retreat from this friendship until you learn to trust and accept yourself, because you have divine timing. Divine timing is working in every place of your life. Where you are going to be letting go of friendships, don't worry, because when we accept ourselves and we learn who we are, naturally, we will lose people out of our lives, because when we see them, we're here, right? We met them on this level, but when you start to elevate yourself, you're not, and they don't, we outgrow people. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. And some people are not focused on growth. And that's what I'm hearing for some of you. You have people in your life who are not focused on growth. And I feel like, work. Actually, I almost said work. I don't know if that resonates for anyone. You have someone who's in your life, they're not focused on working on themselves, growth, work in general, maybe. Maybe they don't even have a job and they're not even working, they don't even care. You know, there's someone who's just no growth, no aspiration, no motivation, no desire to truly grow within themselves. And I feel like they're holding you back. Surrender and release. And I think that means having no fear of losing anyone or anything, knowing that you are what matters. You and your inner child is what matters. And your life will be filled with new. That's what I was saying, is that when we get rid of like toxic and we get rid of what's not meant for us, that creates space. Because especially when you're working in the space of elevation and working on growing and continuing and working on spiritual growth in that sense, naturally you're going to start attracting better things into your life. And once you start having better things come into your life, it's going to take up space. And if you have something that, you know, let's say you have surface level, we're going to work on a scale of 1 to 10. You have something that's a 1, 1, 1, a 1, a 1, all equaling up to have a 5. Well, you have a 7 coming in. And yeah, you have a little bit of more room, right? But that's 7. Right? So you're going to lose things in your life so that 1 7 that brings you so much depth. Because think about it. If you just get 1 1 1, you know, maybe that might give you 7 or give you 50 as a total, but that's still not going to be the depth that a 150 can give you. If that makes any sense there. I feel like that makes sense to someone out there, but giving yourself that space is going to be extremely important when you want to have better things. And attachment is the root of suffering. Practice detachment. That might be something that's worth for some of you. Is there any final messages for this collective here, spirits? Work on your intention. Work on your intention here. Because there are new beginnings on your horizon. This is really cute. And I feel like intention works with integrity. If you work on your intention, surrender and release. Why do you want to do these things? Why do you want these things in life? Why do you want what you want? Yeah. I feel like this is a good reading. Just love yourself. I know that's such a... Just love yourself, right? It's so easy. It's okay. Your flaws make you human. They do. And maybe some shadow work would be really good, is what I'm hearing for you. Some shadow work would be really, really good for you. Let me pull some value cards here for you really quickly and see what values would be good for you to be working with. But no, I'm just hearing, just slowly but surely accept yourself. And if you make a mistake, it's not who you are, it is something that happened. It is a moment to learn. We can't be perfect, and some of the greatest lessons, some of the greatest inventions that we've had were an accident. So we're quote unquote a mistake. And so even if you make a mistake, even if you quote unquote fail, think about what I was just explaining to you a little bit ago about relationships, right? So if you have that 10 and the 10 and the 10, let's say, you know, 3 of those 10s, we lose it, right? Well, we could look at it as, damn, I failed at 3 10s. Or you can look at it as, oh, now I got space for that 70 to start to make its way in. Think about it. Think about it. What are some values that are going to be good for them to What values will be good for them to work on or hold when it comes to... Okay. What values are going to be good and help them in this self-acceptance process? Trust, the effectiveness of the productivity of teamwork and respect. Trust, effectiveness, productivity, respect, teamwork. So, we had trust in your spread here. Trust yourself. Quite literally, trust yourself. Stay consistent. Be productive. Do something, even if it's like a little affirmation every morning. Work through your intention for the effectiveness of the things that you are doing and the playfulness that you are intentionally tapping into. Respect yourself, respect yourself, respect yourself, and respect yourself. That means with your thoughts, with your actions, the things that you eat, the activities that you do during the day. And that's just I'm just hearing respect respect yourself, your thoughts. Because also another thing I'm hearing, it's going to be really, really, really hard to learn how to trust yourself if you are not respecting yourself. It's going to be really hard. It's going to be so difficult. And tap into some teamwork. You don't have to do all of this alone. Maybe a therapist, talk to friends. You can join communities, talk to a trusted person. But you don't have to process all of this alone. And who knows, maybe one of those people that you end up confiding in is that romance. Maybe it's that new love. Who knows? Are there any other values they should work on, spirits? What is going to help them with their blossoming into self-acceptance and these new beginnings? I was going to say one more. Work when it comes into your personal loyalty. What's your loyalty to yourself and what's your loyalty to your dreams? Your manifestations, this life that you want, this new beginning that you want. What's your loyalty to that? Do you have the courage? Do you have courage? Find your courage. Tap into your courage. That might help you a little bit. And tap into your own inner quality. Work with quality. This ties in with the intention. Are you working with quality? Is quality in mind when you're working with in your intentions? Is quality in mind in your intentions? There we go. Work with yourself. Trust yourself. Love yourself. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself. It's going to be so hard. It's so hard to feel happy and to feel good if someone is being mean to you every day. It's going to feel even worse when you know that you have a form of I don't want to say control, but you have a form of ability. I guess control's the word. You have control over that. So be kind to yourself. Take care of yourself. Maybe go run a bath. Go write yourself a love letter. That letter that you dream of someone else writing you, go write it to yourself. That rose petal bath that you dream of or covered or surrounded by candles or whatever that you dream of walking into someday, go run it for yourself. Go do it. Those sweet things that you wish someone would say to you every day, start saying those things to yourself. The celebration that you wish someone would have for your accomplishments, give it to yourself. Go treat yourself. Go do it. You got this. Believe in yourself. It's the first step. I'll see you in the next one.